Pale Blue Dot Field Show is celebrating and juxtaposing really the physical smallness of Earth and like the vastness of space with like the beauty of humanity on that Earth, right? So it's two kind of contrasting things. Earth is tiny when you zoom out all the way like that. But that doesn't like minimize the importance of the experiences and the people on it and the life that we get to live together. The start of every kind of marching process is just brainstorming among staff. And for this show, we stumbled across a picture, the pale blue dot photograph that Voyager 1 took in 1990, however many billion kilometers away from Earth. It's just such a powerful like moment in like being an existing history that like I thought that we could definitely like create a show around that. And that's where most of the show ideas come from. Once we kind of have a solid idea of the show concept that we want, we select the repertoire, the music that is in the show. And then from there, we hire a great company called South Coast Design. They do all of our arrangements and make sure that the music is really good. We get drill written for the show. We go through and fine tune everything, get a bunch of revision rounds in, and then by the time July rolls around, in most years, we're gonna have a show ready to go to teach the students. There's a really fascinating process that like people don't understand. I think that like with kind of Disney musicals, like people just assume that complex choreography and hundreds of people moving around just kind of happens. But that's not at all how it works. Like every single time any student is moving, they are moving to a spot within like inches on the field, and there's dozens of spots that they have to learn, hundreds or even thousands for some of the students of notes that they have to memorize. And it's a really long and complicated process, but it is always really beautiful to watch it happen. There's a ton of like really like great software that we use to design the show that like is always fun to like kind of pull the veil out from under and let people see. So there's a program called Piware 3D that dates back to the 80s. If you have seen a marching band from prior to kind of the drill software being made, the visuals are a lot simpler. But once that software has been created and we're able to do it in computers and check and watch it before we teach it, drill has gotten a lot more complicated and interesting. And so like we can make revisions, the students all get like a coordinate sheet for the entire show that they have to follow. There's a lot of like new kind of, says like the new 20th century technology. There's new 21st century technology that we integrate instruction as well. Like there's apps on students' phones where the student leaders can like see people's paths and help like correct all of the students around them. So it's really cool to get to integrate technology with the music, with the art, with the story of the whole show. It's a really unique experience in a school environment. If you want to catch the show, you can catch us at any home football game, but I am of the opinion that if you really, really want to see the show at its core, the way that we're designing it to be seen, you should make plans on November 2nd to come out and see us at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium, or whatever's left of it right now, for the Bandmasters Championship. That's our last performance of the year. It'll be spectacular. You can get a way higher view. There's not a bunch of people screaming because it's halftime at a football game. And it's going to be awesome. So see you there, November 2nd. Time to be announced. It'll be in the late afternoon, early evening, most likely.